Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Alexandra here. I'm not feeling my hair today. It's still kind of damp, but I don't know. I have like wavy-ish hair and I like cut my bangs sort of thing, and I have really bad roots now. You can really see the roots. I really need to get my hair done. The Olaplex, I forget what number of Olaplex it was, but it was like the styling cream thing one. And it just does nothing for my hair and I'm really hating it today. So there's that, but that's not what this video is about. This video is my Project 10 Pan powder project for the year. I wanted to hit pan on 10 powder products in my collection. So let's just get right into it. If you see from the title of this video, I do have one declutter and one rollout. I'm just going to get right into the declutter. I don't have it anymore. I've already passed it along. I'm going to link my declutter down below, my official declutter that I did for my makeup collection, if you want to see that whole video and process. It was the super huge Miss Cop Maxi bronzer, and it was like this big, and it was the wrong shade, clearly. It just wasn't working for me. I had been using it for probably a couple of years now, and there was no pan near in sight. I had to use such a little amount on my face, and it was super orange. So I have decluttered that, and we are moving that along because I wasn't enjoying it. I don't need it. I'm done, you know? I'll show you what I'm rolling in to replace it at the end of this video. Also mention that like this past couple of months, because I do the updates for this project every 2 months on my channel. So this is March and April's progress. It was a terrible couple of months for makeup wearing. I probably wore makeup like full face maybe 14, 15 times for the 2 months. So there's not going to be like a ton of progress to show on these because I just wasn't wearing much makeup. I'm really hopeful that May will be better, May and June, but you never know. So there's that. We're going to talk about the translucent powder in my Physicians Formula All-Star palette. I wore this shade 5 times, and it's this shade right here. You can see that there's like quite a lot of like disturbance on all of it, and it's like pretty deep on this side in the corner. I imagine that's where I will hit pan first, but no pan, probably not even near it, maybe. We'll see. So I don't love it as a powder. It does literally nothing for oil control. Coverage, of course, it's translucent. It literally just mattifies your face, makes it look matte, and that's where it ends. So begins and ends. So that's that. 5 times in 2 months, not great, but I'm still working on it. My 39L Hit the Lights Morphe palette. We have 2 shades that I'm working on in here. I really thought I was going to hit pan on both of them, but I did not. And again, that's just because I didn't wear a lot of makeup. If I wore it a few more times, I probably would. But the dips are quite large. So this is My Type, the shade My Type, I think it's called. Yep. And I only wore it like 3 times this month. So there's a pretty big dip happening in there. It's this shade right here, this nudie peach. But no pan. I am wearing it today as well. And then the other one is the yellow shade. I wore it 5 times in the last 2 months. This shade, I just have a different type of brush, so it's like a smaller but deeper hole. And I really have to pack it in to get the color payoff because these Morphe shades are not great. I wore it 5 times. So there's a pretty big dip in there. I am gonna hope that both of these have pan on them for the next update. We'll see. My Hoola Benefit Bronzer, I wore this 10 times in the last 2 months. So this got some use, but no pan. I don't know how deep these little guys are, but I am starting to kind of wear away the Hoola embossing. It's gonna probably take me all year to hit pan on at the rate that I'm going. Today, I probably could have gone a little bit more ham because I look very stark today, but this is the look. 10 times with this guy. My Naked Cosmetics single. It's a gold in Mother Nature. I did terrible with this, you guys. I used this one time since the last update. So really not much going on. One time. I have a shade in here from my Ooh La La ColourPop palette, the pink one. I wore this 11 times. This one should have hit pan too. I maybe could have if I wore it more today. This is the like glittery shade in Tickled at the bottom here. There's a pretty big dip happening. I do usually wear this shade like as an inner corner highlight. That's why it's so deep in that one area. And I have worn it as like an highlighter as well a couple of times. That's probably how I'm going to hit pan because you use a lot of product. This shade is very crumbly and it's super fallout when you wear it as a highlighter when you're applying it. It kind of gets glitter all over the place. Not my favorite formula for a highlighter, but I'm just going to probably multitask it to try to get pan on it. Should have been. I'm kind of disappointed with this too. I should have probably hit pan on this, but hopefully for the next update. I didn't realize that I wore this shade so much. Out of the like 15 times I wore makeup, I wore this shade 5 times. This is from my Urban Decay Naked Ultimate Basics palette. And I think it's the shade Tempted. I can't really see because the palette is kind of gross. That's this shade down here. There's a really big dip happening in this shade too, so it's a shame that like I didn't hit pan. But like I'm really, really hopeful that next update will be hitting all the pans on all of these shades. I have a single by Touch of Glam Beauty. I don't remember the shade name. I'm just gonna show it to you guys by itself. I finally have used this. I hadn't used it up until this update. It's this guy. I've only used it 3 times, but there's like some disturbance happening, so that's good. I am wearing it today. I'm actually wearing it as a highlighter. That's like my preferred way of using it. Very powdery. So I'm not sure how long it's going to take me to use this way, but I'm going to wear it as a highlighter and keep doing that. I do enjoy it, so. Problem when you start like multitasking like eyeshadows specifically is highlighters are my highlighters don't always get a lot of use. It's not the best way to use them, but you can hit pan fairly quickly if the eyeshadow's like this big. So I'm all for multitasking products, but like some people don't like to do that. Finally, the last product that has a true pan on it is actually a highlighter, and this is my Makeup by Mario highlighter in Opal. And there we are. Can you see that shiny, shiny little pan? Super cute. Super pleased with it. Love this highlighter. Love this formula. I only used this an additional 2 times to hit that pan. I did use it a few times after, maybe like 3 or 4. Just to kind of expand it. This is a beautiful formula and it's very soft and very like crumbly, dare I say. There's a lot of like kick up when you're putting it on, but not like fallout, just like messy when you're putting it on the brush. I really love it. I don't think there's a lot of product in here. I think that I could possibly pan this next year if I wanted. We're gonna put it away because I've reached my goal of hitting pan on it. So I'll tell you guys what I am going to do for my 2 roll-ins for the 2 products. Replace the Makeup by Mario highlighter. I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do, but I've decided I'm going to throw in another highlighter, and it's going to be a similar highlighter, not white, but more like champagne, just for like an everyday, because I don't always want to wear like a pink highlighter. This is by Too Faced. Super cute packaging, and it's Love Light, and it's the prismatic highlighter in Blinded by the Light. I got a lot of use on this when I first got it. and it's a baked formula, so it's don't. So this is the starting point. I have worn off like a lot of embossing, as you can see. And I'd like to just hit pan on it, and we'll look at the side. One side's kind of, without blinding you guys, I think this is still going to take me a really long time to hit pan on, but for like an everyday highlighter that's champagne-y and soft, I think it will be really good, a really good option. So this is probably going to be in the project for the rest of the year, but I'm going to love it. So super, super excited about that. Then I went back and forth too for the decluttered Miss Cop Maxi bronzer, what I was gonna throw in, and I didn't really know, but I'm like, I'm gonna throw in another bronzer just because. And this is the Nomad Cosmetics bronzer. I've only ever swatched this. It's actually like a duo thing situation. It's like a glowy highlighter and bronzer duo. I'm probably gonna just like mix both shades together to create like a very glowy bronzer. I'm thinking, I don't know, or like a bronzer topper. I think that's how I'm gonna wear it. Nice formula. I might even top some on my like face today because I look real stark. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'd like to hit pan on this. I do love a glowy bronzer. So I'm excited to use this, especially with like summer coming. I think it will be really fun to have this in the project. So I'm gonna put some on today. Maybe I'll do that right now and like show you guys what it looks like. Just added a little something something. So that'll be one use for this. I don't really know if that did anything. I don't know why I feel so pale today. Like, it's a lot. Like, am I always this pale? Probably. So that is my project pan update for you guys. Hope you guys are enjoying following me on this journey. I'm trying to hit some pans this year, so that way my products with pan video next year will have some movement. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.